Good morning, guys, and happy Easter. In Ukraine we would say 3 times Christos Voskres, and I'm glad to see you here, that you join me today with this little adventure, with this little boat. And I hope I will divide today my stream into 2, so first hour I will work on the deck. Don't know if I can glue all that wooden parts which I want to put on this deck, or just at least to start gluing them. And the second half of the stream will be with the sails, because it's time to make or to sew bolt ropes. So I will cut each sail to the proper size already, and we'll start sewing bolt rope. My plan was actually to sew it to the end, so after 2 hours live stream I probably will stay here and we'll just continue sewing the bolt rope until I will finish it today. Just want to finish it today. And I think I can start immediately, just stop talking and start working. So like this. So I will put aside the sails at this moment, and let me position the boat in such way so it will be visible. Okay, something like this. So I have some bits and pieces which I want to glue today. Well, I need to glue this one also in the bow. I have hatches. Which one is which? Probably this is from here, just need to clean it. Oh, I understood, and this is from here. So this is what I need also to construct today. And seats, I will keep it here. That's everything what I want to do. And let's start cleaning these parts and trying to adjust them properly. Or actually they are practically in correct position, so I just need to clean them. And what I need to do, I just want to clean all this from laser cut, this parts, and just to clean these burnt edges. So I just will use a piece of wood with sandpaper, and we'll do it like this. So instead of a burned one, I have this. So I got clean edge, like it wasn't cut with a laser cut before, like it's just a clean piece of wood. So this is what I will do with the second one. I maybe also can round the upper edge, something like, which one is, actually both of them are flat, so I just can slightly chamfer the upper edge of the hatch. Not that much, just to make it not sharp. And same with this one. Something like this. I believe I also need to drill a hole here for the center board. So let me mark everything first and then I will glue what I have prepared. And probably I need to check the drawings. This one. So what do we have here? And we have here fish well hatch. Yeah, it's comfortable to read on the screen because it's upside down for me on the table. And then from the wire I have to make the centerboard rod. Don't know if it is a proper term, but I have to make the centerboard rod too, or at least I will make a hole for it. So let's mark it first. And this rod should be 13 millimeters, or from this side 36 millimeters from the edge. So I need to mark it somewhere here. Just let me mark it. I will position it towards myself because this is very important to make it in the middle. So 36 millimeters. Better with ruler probably because I can scratch it. Now I need to figure out center. So I marked 36 millimeters first, and now I need to measure here what is the distance between in the cockpit. 57, so this is 25, 26, 27 and a half millimeters. Something like this. Visible for you? Oh, now it's visible. Somewhere here. I almost marked it right. Made a mistake. Something like this. This is where I need to drill a hole. One more time to check. Something about right. And 0.03 in millimeters, this is, let me check, I need to convert it into millimeters. So 0.03 0.03 inches. This is 0.76 millimeters. Okay. This is probably this drill. This is 0.57, probably then this one. Should be something about right here. Let me try it. First I want to clean the mark, and now it's good that I have varnish it. I just can clean it with a razor from the pencil mark. Good. And in the places where I want to put hatches, I need to clean it from the paint. So let me mark also where to put hatches. And they are like very close to each other. 2.5 5 millimeters between them. So they should be put something like this. It's like very close. Okay, so maybe it is to make more room around it. So it should be like this. And I need to scrape paint under it. So let me mark first. Where I'm gluing it. Not precisely, but plus minus. Because I need to scrape some paint here. If you need to glue some wooden parts to already painted parts, better to scrape it to the wood, because PVA glue, this is a wood glue, and if you will glue it to the paint, at some point it just will peel off together with the glued part. So that's why I'm marking, so I can scrape it with my favorite tool. First I need to scrape the varnish until I will get to the wood, and then primer. It's actually still sticky. Finally I got to the wood. Quite a thick layer of everything. Where is the brush? Good enough. And second hatch, same. Oh, not visible. Okay. It's hiding behind the cabin. A little not very convenient for me. Also, I can't see it from this angle, so I'm more checking on the screen than actually what I'm seeing, what I'm doing. I think I dropped something right now. We'll check in a moment, because I think that was that small bit in the bow, which I forgot that it was on the deck. Not good. It will be like in all the jokes that modelers are spending 80% of their time under the table searching for the small bits and pieces which were fallen on the floor. Come on, this one is very sticky. Okay, now I have surface to which I can glue my hatches. I also can clean this part. Where is this? this part for the seats also, because I need to glue them to something wooden too. And I need to mark also where I have to put this. I believe this is what I have lost right now. Give me a second to find it, because I have a pile of papers here. Oh, it's right here on the top of the pile. So haven't really lost it, but it should be so from the mast, something like 9 millimeters. So if I will find the center of this, so it should be somewhere here. Just let me check one more time. Because if this is the center, maybe a little center, it should be something like this. And I need to find a piece of wire. I have lots of small tiny wires somewhere. Actually not here. Here. And not here. I was soldering iron eyebolts and created lots of such brass rods which I haven't used, so I can use them now. I have, I believe, I have hole in this bit, but maybe I need to make a bigger one, just to check the diameter of it. So it's 0.7, something like that. And this is exactly what I have here. Yep. So I will drill the hole on the rack, or in the bit first. hole here. So now I can position it properly. Now I need to glue it. And I will glue also these hatches here, like this. Closer, so you can see it. So this is what I will glue right now. Just I will turn towards myself so I can see that I'm positioning it correctly. Because don't want to spoil this part. I will need PVA glue if I can find it. And oh yes, I think I have a lot of dried PVA glue in this small cup. I just will probably pour on top of it another drop. So this is PVA glue, the D3 standard or type 2 American standard. I like Tide Bond too, it is strong, but I don't like it if something I will miss and will not clean immediately. When it dries it becomes yellowish and it's very difficult to fight that yellow color. When the wooden glue PVA D3 standard or type 2, when it dries it becomes transparent. Even if you missed something, it's not that noticeable. Not a catastrophe in this case. But what I will use also, if I can fit this piece of metal. Come on. No, it's probably too big, definitely. And then I have just a square piece of aluminum to make it really 90 degrees towards the bulkhead. Like this. So that's why I like this scrap piece of aluminum. It is with 90 degrees and it is small enough that I can fit it everywhere where I need it. Now let's glue the second hatch. I have seen how people are using the square plastic piece of Lego constructor. Also square, why not? Small enough so you can fit it in such tiny spots. Okay, now I need to position it in the same way. and somebody's fur. I have no idea whose. Come on. I believe I need to clean glue here too, so I can grab this piece of fur. Good. Now this wooden piece. Okay, that one decided to stay. Again, just to get to the wood. Don't want to scrape more than I needed, but I want to get surface for gluing. Yes, I can see the wood, so this is good enough. Something like this. Oh, too much glue. So now I need to clean it. Good. This is what I was talking about. If such small tiny drops of glue will dry, if it is a tight bond too, it will become yellow, just eye-poking. And if something you left there and I forgot to clean or couldn't clean with just regular white glue or PVA glue for wood, it will not be visible, it will be transparent. So have I missed something? Only 40% and 90 under the table for me. And that's before the drink, and 100% probably with drink. And so I'm just checking if I have any questions. Okay. Good, then we can continue. Seats. And before I will do the seats, I need to clean them, and I need to create also a construction in the cockpit for the seats. And for this I probably have to check the drawing. was somewhere here. So now let's make it visible. So I need to create this construction for the seats. It's under the seat, and it was somewhere in the instructions also. Not very far, just in front of the middle of the instructions. This is how to position the seats. Oh, and it is right here. The construction for the seats. So I have to use 1/16 wood strip, 1/16 in millimeters, 1.6 millimeters. And so 1.6 and 12 inches. This is just length of it probably, but I need to create this construction. Okay, let me find this. So this is our seats, future seats. Let me find the proper strip. So what do we have here? Probably this is the one we need for sure, or at least piece of it. And this is another piece of it. And some leftovers. But probably I will mark first, I will clean first this seats, and then we'll mark how long that construction should be. Something like this. This is one half, and I need to do the same with the second half. And how about to imitate actually wooden planks? It can't be just a flat piece of wood, so I will imitate planks in a moment. And probably which side I like more. No, this one. So I will round this edge. So what do we have here? And this is, so I need to divide somehow evenly. I can divide it 5 millimeters, I believe. Yes. So let me mark first with the pencil. Just to make it logical. And here just, for example, it will be 2 planks, then just halves of it. And I will make same marking on the another side. Just I don't like how this edge turns. It's not straight. Almost straight. Now it looks better. Now need to repeat same. Oops, it wasn't straight. And now I need to divide this into 2
halves. Oops, not straight again. Something like this.
And now I have a magic file. A magical file. Where is it? I will use this to imitate planks, actually real planks.
Little more, maybe from the other side too. Maybe I also will make more round at this edge, so when I will put together this, it will be very similar connection. And I can make a little deeper cuts. Nice.
And same with the second half. Actually, I never used Elmer's glue, but if it is also clear, transparent when it dried, why not? It's also wood glue, so have same qualities.
I believe I have to do the same here. To round it, same as here.
believe these seats, there are plenty of the seats are ready. I will round also a little this edge. So this one, and now the most interesting, need to think about how to create this construction. Yeah, I'm constantly forgetting the name of this file. Sliding file. Thank you, Denise. I will try to remember this term. Every time I'm searching for this and just couldn't remember. But okay.
It should be in the middle of this. Yes, it should be in the middle like this. And it should be so, and it should be also flat. Where is my magical piece of aluminum? Okay, I want to mark where is this bulkhead fits. Something like this. Because I need to transfer it on another side. So it's right now here and here. What kind of tool you using to score the planks? This is about the file. Yes, this is this file. And what I'm just checking what questions I'm missing. New Bedford whaler. You mean the boat? And if I remember correctly, this is in a big scale, like 1:16 or 1:24. Am I right? Should be very interesting to build. Not the easiest model, but it is interesting and detailed. Okay, now I want to mark this bulkhead. Because I need to build this construction under the seat. And it should be along with this. Just need to clean this piece of wood. It's very curly, hairy. Shellac will deal with it, but better to prepare it. And I don't think it should be right at the edge. Found it. And it should be like actually same as from the bulkhead, 2 millimeters on all sides. Okay, let's check it. It's not really 2 millimeters. But should be something like this. Actually, I can mark it same length with a pencil.
make sure I can sand it after I will glue it. So I will keep it like this for now. But it was also very interesting instruction. It is shown that it should go farther, very far from behind the seat. And I can glue it much longer, then I will trim it later. Maybe I just should start gluing and then trimming. So I will use a little more glue. And to speed up the process of curing, I will use soldering iron. So I believe I will glue the seats and I need to start sewing sails. So I have the lowest possible temperature, 200 Celsius. So it is set for this temperature. And while it is warming up, I can start gluing it. I can use guide, like the same piece of wood, so it will be the same distance from the edge. Uh-oh, not long enough. So I will cure it behind this plank, so even if I will burn something, it will not be visible. Just want to set up the glue fast, or it is not hot enough yet. Actually, no, it's working. It's working. Good. Now the second one. Where is my favorite tool? ouch, better not to stick your fingers to the tip of the soldering iron. Oh, anchor cable, yeah, that was a challenge. Not even to make the anchor cable, it was a challenge to put the messenger for it under the deck, and because it should be done before you should glue quarter deck and the deck on the forecastle, and in my case it was already glued and I couldn't remove it, so I was playing all day long with messenger to make the 3 loops around the capstan. And don't ask how many coffee I was drinking and how many breaks I did in between, but it was long game. But in the end of the day I won it, and it was literally in the end of the day when at some point I was even thinking I should give up, but then it happens to be done. Okay, now I will cut a longer piece of wood. How much longer I don't know. Maybe this is too long. Okay, Imbir is snoring, so if you will hear something, this is not me, it's Imbir. And he is snoring very loudly. Don't know why it is in this position, but okay. So now I need to glue it like this. Probably I need to insert a sharp blade. It can help to cut soft wood. Because basswood, if you are trying to cut it with not very sharp blade, it just can be smashed, which is not good. This is not what I want. Oh, much better. This is a different story. So something like this. And I need to do the same on this half. Then I will try to cut them to a proper length in the trying to attach it to the model. And where I have put another piece of wood.
shorter. Something like this. Actually, I could bring camera closer so you can see even closer, because I'm working on small parts. So I could do that. On this one I need to make a beautiful joint. Something like this. Just slight touch here. And now I need to try to figure out what length of this should be. Okay, let me move soldering iron farther or I will grab it with bare hand. Too long, like very too. Still long. Maybe a little more, but I will keep it like this for this moment and we'll try it second half. Some scraped off paint still there. Still too long. Maybe just a little more to cut before I will try both halves. I believe I need to clean a little here actually. This is where it can't fit properly. Yep. And now this half. slightly shorter this too. Even more. Even more. More. And now it's just perfect fit on both sides. Where is my metal piece or scrap of aluminum? Yep, just perfect match. Now I will finish my seats. Ha! I should measure how tall should be this. Okay, let's measure it. And towards this bulkhead. Theoretically should be the same. We will see if it is practical too. So I need 2 of them. And I can clean this mark with pencil, don't need it anymore. Leg, where I have put it? Oh, I believe this is the one. It's very interesting. It should be glued like this. Come on. Just stay in this position. Oh, stay. This is what it is showing me on the diagram. So let's do it. Drawing. Okay, shouldn't disappear. Drawing.
Okay, let me turn it off. And I will put it aside so I will not burn myself. And now is the most interesting moment, if I can fit it. First I will try dry, but I probably should do something with this paint. Oh, now it's empty. The last crumbs of paint. So let's try. So it looks like it's just perfect height. So it was just perfect. Okay, second half. Good. And I will use shellac after I will glue everything. So now I need to glue this. Okay. Let's do this. And I even will use brush for this. So if I will spill some glue on the white paint, it definitely will not be visible. But on the floor, I have to clean it. Yay! Just glue it. So I think it will be just perfect to finish working on the deck today. And let's work on the sails also. Yes, I like how it looks now with wooden parts. It's just start getting its contrast, details, and just beautiful. I will put it maybe aside or just next to me here. current project together with a future project. Oh, actually, yesterday, 4 people just joined group on Facebook to build gunboat Philadelphia. So I was just excited, like how many people would like to build it. So I think we already have at least 3 squadrons of gunboats. So we can create entire battle in the end of the build. And sails. So I'm planning to start it together with you, and I absolutely understand that nobody can sit here all day long and watch how I'm sewing sails, BOLTROPE. So I will start it with you, will show you what I'm doing, and then just a couple of hours I will be sitting and sewing that BOLTROPE. But I want to show in this half an hour how I will cut them to a proper shape, and we'll start sewing with you. We'll make one clue, and then I just will continue. So for this I will need the thin cyanoacrylate, the thinnest possible. And if you remember, I was searching for cyanoacrylate in all stores, couldn't find it anywhere, but I haven't checked Hobby Lobby. So I ordered it on Amazon at price. Don't know why it is more expensive on Amazon, but I like this super thin Bob Smith Industry. I have allergy on cyanoacrylate, but this one smells not that awful, or it is not eating my eyes that much as usually cyanoacrylates do. Oh, it's sad that you don't have Facebook, because you just can continue getting support offline, but if you forgot to ask something on the live stream, you just can drop a question there, and we can just find solution. Or just you have to wait for the next live stream. Maybe your friends have, somebody of your members of the family have Facebook, so you can just join group and chat from their account. Oh my god, I can't open it. Come on. Oh, finally. Just glued. Good job. Just spilled glue and just glued. So I'm just putting a few drops in this cup, and I will use needles. So before I will cut the perimeter of the sail, I need to glue the seam, so when I will cut it, it will not create that fur. And now let me try to catch this so you can see what I'm doing actually. In places where I have a double cloth, I will use glue on both sides. Where it is just single canva or just one layer, I will use it on one side only. So I'm just applying glue in front of this seam. And trying not to soak it behind the seam, so my sail will not be spotted. Maybe I should make any reaction. Wait, my camera is not reacting. Just wanted to make it darker so it is visible better, because when it is so light, it's not that visible what I'm doing. And why I'm using the thinnest one, because it can soak into the cloth. When you have just regular cyanoacrylate, it can't soak that easily in the textile. So it is not working how I want it to work. So, and because here I have double cloth, I need to repeat it on this side before I will cut it.
that sail which I made yesterday without sewing, just with an iron. Same way you can also glue the BOLTROPE with PVA glue, so if you want I also can show you how to glue it, so you will get entirely glued sail without any single stitch. Just to finish that tip with making sails without sewing them. Hair. So I will switch the needle because hair can make mess. Actually, this is not needles, this is 7 pins with these tails in the end. And for this, where is my scissors? Scissors, my favorite, small curly scissors. This is scissors for cuticles, they are carved, so it's easier to use them, not to cut the lower layer of cloth. And because right now I just want to clean this, well, I probably need to buy a new one. This one is already 5 years old and they are not sharp anymore. Like, absolutely not sharp. Usually they are very sharp. Let me cut this piece. Have such plan so I will not close view in front of the camera, so I just will glue this tail, it will not move, and I can use tweezers. It's better for you to see now what I'm doing. And I will use also metal ruler, so when I will start applying glue it will not soak through this cloth. Ah, hair just made a mess. Where is my special knife for this? So just from the hair I got this spot which I wasn't planned to get there. This is not in beards, it's just some hair from the clothes. And I will remove this. Like it was never sewn under that seam. Actually I can bring camera closer, give me a second, so next corner I will make with much closer camera, so you can see each
thread I'm pulling out and how I'm doing this. So it was like in general view what I'm doing. Come on. Okay, I will buy a new one for the next build. So let me bring camera closer and I will show you closer. Glue another corner. Position camera much closer. And I will work on this one. So this is what I've done with this corner. And this is small tiny drop from the fur on my needle. So now I will apply glue next to this seam. I want to show you exactly what I'm doing. So let me turn it in this way that you will see it. First I need to clean the needle. Come on, to get here. Maybe from a different side. Let me check what I have missed here. Now I will work with this corner. I want it to work here. maybe I should put camera a little from top because you can't see entire. Let me change a little position. So now it should be better. Let me also prepare this side. Maybe I will start with this. It's visible, good, because I want to just rip this yarns like they never were under this seam. But because it's with double cloth, I need to repeat it on this side. So let me move camera a little up. Up. Almost. Let me get up because I can't do this from this point. So I want to show you this side.
is a problem when you want to make very close-up videos. You have to jump for every next step because it's so close with such small field of depth. But I believe it's worth to show you this very close up. So I'm telling you what I'm doing, I'm just really showing you what I'm doing. Need to clean this needle. And I need more glue. Yeah, during working on the Boreas sails, I spent 2 bottles of thin cyanoacrylate during the sewing, then making boltropes. Usually I'm throwing away half of the bottle because if I haven't used it during the 5-6 months, I'm just throwing away it and buying new one, fresh one, because it's just not working how it should be after to be opened that long. Okay, now let's cut it. So I will move it again. Ruler only to secure it so I will not cut lower part of the sail. Just by pure accident, because the textile is so thin, it can get under the scissors easily. Cut it much closer, especially at the very beginning. Now it's too difficult to cut closer, it's just... Oh, finally I cut some. Maybe in a different direction. Or later. So now I want to cut the foot of the sail, just to show you one of the edges, how it should be. So let me put it like this, and I will, or I can just move, so you can see exactly how I'm doing this.
this corner. And I can do the same with this one, just to show you clear foot of the sail. So this is how it should look after cutting. And I will continue doing this. I just will move camera further now. I have shown you very, very close up, so I just will move further so we can see entire sail. So something like this, and now I need to continue doing this. Let's move in this direction. Oh, actually it is already 2 hours stream, so I haven't even touched the BOLTROPE. Okay, maybe today I just will cut the sails and next time I will sew the BOLTROPE. So, but it will take me another half an hour for sure to finish just cutting them. And maybe next time, actually next time it will be on Sunday, because Saturday I'm going to the Ship Modelers conference here in New London. So if you will be around New London in Connecticut, just visit this show. It was to come. It is annual show. So it should be around 100 models. And this time we will have great speaker David Ancherol. And that's how I want to talk with him about the rigging on the Lobster Smack model Shipways version, because what I come to that he used rigging for the bigger Lobster Smacks, which were already not with centerboard, they were already keel based, they were much bigger, so that's how they got their shrouds. Sometimes they were carrying even 2 stays on the bowsprit, head stays. So it wasn't only 1 jib, it was 2 sails on the bowsprit, and they were already with turnbuckles. So I have some questions. Maybe he got another different source of information, or he had a contemporary model. So I just want to know what he has used, or what was his inspiration for that type of rigging on the model Shipways version, because that one is much later and for much bigger Lobster Smacks. Our Lobster Smack is about 20 feet, what is exactly in the range of from 16 to 24 feet, and they were rigged without shrouds and with single halyard. Actually on the model Shipways version we can see 2 separate lines. So, and actually that is how I start searching information. I was out like only one, it's not shown on this picture, only 1 halyard, it's not impossible. Oh, it is impossible. But then I found information that it is exactly how they were rigged in the Howard Chappell book Small Sailing Craft, American Small Sailing Craft, and this is exactly what was described there, without shrouds, with a single halyard. And this is only for centerboard type of lobster smacks. And yes, that is true that in the end of the, like around 80s, 90s, they become much bigger. They become 34 up to 40 foot, and that is when they got heavier rigging, or like with shrouds, and even with bigger quantity of sails. And they were already keel based. So now, right now, this is the most important topic. What exactly was the correct rigging? And I'm sure that Howard Chappell can be trusted. So just curious to hear why David Ancherol made this type of rigging on this small lobster smack. Because in the group on the Facebook, we already have a finished model, and this is exactly the case that it is with this rigging, which was provided in the model Shipways drawings, which I think that they are not correct. And also on the bow, actually we don't have it. I believe model Shipways put it there because it is on the model, the block. It makes no sense if your sail attached to the stay, so you don't have to put block here, because the block is suitable if the jib is free flying, then you can just bring it on the deck through that block without moving on the bowsprit. But when your jib attached to the stay, no sense to put block here. You just have to attach it without movement, so it just should be attached to the end of the shroud, and that's it. You just have to stretch it, and you can't bring it on the deck, so no sense to put block here also. It is not working. So I think after this conference I will tell you what the exact rigging was on this lobster smacks. Okay. If you will use water diluted PVA, you have to wait until it dried, so you have to soak it. It is more difficult to soak in the cloth, especially when it is tinted with bitumen. It's just very difficult to force the textile to soak water. And cyanoacrylate has this ability to soak instantly into it. So it is not impossible, but it will take you too long. And the purpose of using cyanoacrylate is actually just temporary. Until you will sew the BOLTROPE, you don't need it anymore, just to secure the edge that it will not get that hair while you are working with it. So it's not impossible, I'm sure, but it's just more complicated. And I'm not sure that you can control the PVA not to soak farther than this seam. So your sail will not be covered in PVA glue. I'm actually not a big fan of glued sails, etc., because there is also a technique when you are soaking entire already tinted cloth with diluted PVA like 1:2 or 1:4 even, and then you are cutting so canvas, and instead of sewing sails you are gluing each canvas with overlapping like real canvas, but actually you're imitating seams, just glue them. And I'm not a big fan of that. My question is, what happened with this model with such sails in 100 years? How to restore it? If your sail is completely covered in glue, and what if you need to change the shape? Because PVA glue, it is not resistant to humidity, and if you will warm it up, it can just become brownish oranges. So just try to iron even that clothes. You will get spots and it will glue to the iron. So actually it's exactly the same. You can't heat it, or maybe you can steam it also. But how to make the restoration work for such sails? And that's why I prefer more classic and traditional version sewn sails. And I'm admiring that sails which were sewn without sewing machines, so that contemporary models, you can see how it was done with hands. And it's just like, wow, if people could do that without sewing machine, I definitely can do it with my sewing machine. Oh, recently I visited art museum in Boston, and I photographed their collection of contemporary models, and they have just fantastic examples of that sewn sails by hand. So I have to put together video. I have these materials, just don't have time to edit video. But just for the sake of just showing you, to get inspiration to sewing sails, what people could do without sewing machine. So you definitely can do it nowadays. And just also on such contemporary models, you can see sometimes such details like reef, again, name of the sail, on the bowsprit, lower sail with crossed bunt lines on it. Spritsail. So it was also one model with reefed spritsail, and it was like, wow, never seen it. So it was like another discovery for myself. I have to try it. Or how to attach gaskets on the sails. This is something what sometimes you can see in the books, but when you can see it on a real model, it is more just visualization, like, oh, I can do that too. And these models were built by people who build real ships or just really have seen them or touched them, so really he knows what he's doing by adding such details. So it was not just from somewhere from the ceiling, oh, I will do this because I just want, I think this is how it was. No, they were doing exactly what they have seen in front of their eyes. So what I want to say that I actually will continue doing this with the sails, so I just want to finish the jib fast to show you finished cut sail, and just will tell you goodbye and we'll see you next Sunday. But I will stay here another at least half an hour or maybe hour, because I'm working already almost 1 hour on the jib, so and for the main sail I definitely need more, maybe more than an hour. So I want just to cut it and to make this part of the work completed. So give me a second, I will finish gluing this jib and will cut it. So I will show you one completely cut sail, because maybe you want to go celebrate this holiday with your family. And I believe it should be good weather today. I just can't see it from my small tiny windows in the basement. They actually are closed. So I'm not getting daylight here because I'm filming during the day, during the night, so I'm having a constant light here. So just not to mix or not messed up with white balance on my videos. So it was done intentionally. That's why all photo studios are without windows also. So the daylight will not interfere with flashlights or speed lights. Okay, but because this side of the sail it's double cloth, I need to repeat it, and also here. I'm hoping that I will be almost on the finish line with Lobster smoked before I will start Philadelphia. So just to have one model on the table. Oh, good morning, Beer. Now he will come and say something like it's time for lunch. No, still sleepy. But he was snoring during the live stream. Don't know if microphone could catch that noise. But he is snoring loudly. Mine cannon is not banned. Maybe something heavy was laying on top of the kit and just smashed it. When it will be rigged, it will be not noticeable. So don't worry about that. Okay, almost done. So another 15 minutes, almost done. But no, I'm really almost done. Just need to finish this seam to glue the cloth behind it, and I can cut it finally. But the BOLTROPE will go to the next Sunday for sure. So again, as usually, I haven't realized that it's not that fast to do all that what I have planned for today's episode. Just need to clean it. Oh, good job. It's just jumped into my eye. Glued everything, yes. So now need to cut completely jib. If I have missed somebody's questions in the chat, just drop them in the comments under the video after the stream and I will answer them. Because sometimes I'm just sticking my nose into the model and I'm forgetting to read comments. And that's how I'm missing some questions. And this chat will be available in 1 or 2 days when the YouTube will process it. And video will become in HD quality also. So only after that I can read the chat again. So if I missed your question, just please drop it in the comments under the video. So I will answer it after the stream. Yay! The G-bow is already ready. Just some trimming. So yes, the jib is ready. And probably at this moment I will tell you thank you very much for coming and joining my channel. But as I said, I will continue working with mainsail, so I will cut the mainsail too right now. But just don't want to keep everybody here because I'm doing this boring job. Just want to finish it today, so I will finish this model on time before we will start building the Philadelphia gunboat. And that is why I want to thank you for coming, for joining me in this little adventure, for commenting, for asking questions, and just for chatting. Just trying to check everything. Model Expo has been heavily promoting you and your upcoming Philadelphia. Oh yeah, I was chatting with Marco and he asked me exactly about this, so I was like, oh, of course I don't mind. Just will be happy if more people will join the group. And as I said at the beginning of the stream yesterday, 4 people joined the group on the Facebook with Kids Philadelphia, Gunboat Philadelphia. So I'm just delighted to have that many people in class. So it's like very big responsibility. So now I can't fail to make a mistake even on building that boat. And every time when I'm opening a new kit, and because the Philadelphia it's designed completely differently, so it's for me also will be something new and unusual. But how to work with wood, how to bend planks, how to bend planks. This is something what I will show you. And it was the idea actually to build something on a model on which I should show how to bend planks. And because this one, it's like 5 or 6 planks on each side, or strakes of planking on each side. So that not that many planks. So it shouldn't take that long, because usually when you have 20 plus strakes of planking on each side of the ship, this is under the waterline only, then it will take forever on live streams to do. So this one just something what will be possible to do on live. As you can see, it's not that many planks here. So should be fun to build also, and I like it because what I have seen already, it is very historically accurately designed. I'm reading right now about Philadelphia gunboat and how she was built. Somebody commented under the unboxing video, I just haven't answered, I'm sorry, but I have read your comment about how many swivel guns were on the model, because she has 8 positions, this metal sort of like frames in which you can position swivels. But the truth is that only 1 swivel gun was found on the shipwreck. And because they were removable, it's not always the gunboat should carry all 8 swivel guns. It could have 4 of them, like to load one side only. When you are firing from one side, you don't have to use them on another side. So why you have to carry all 8 of them if you just can shift them on another side? It just makes no sense. And especially in that moment, how to say it correctly, when it was lack of such wasn't enough guns to rig all, or just equip all the gunboats. So it is quite possible that maybe only one was really on the boat. Nobody knows how many exactly was there. But that was an issue at that moment, at the very, very beginning. So they were just taking the swivel guns from captured ships and equipping the ships like gunboats. So it's quite possibly that she never carried all 8 swivel guns. But maybe for my taste I would put 4. In the kit they have 2, provided 2 of them, which is fine with me. Just if it is 4 positions for swivel guns on each side, makes sense, or logically to put minimum 4. So we'll see, we can cast more. So this is another trick which I can show you, how to make more swivels or guns from that one which you have in kit. So we just can make them on the lives. So this is, I'm just still thinking how to make lives, and what I'm trying to get, this is a second camera, because Krum has a camera for his projects, but in months or so he will go to the excavations, so he will take his camera. But maybe I can start with 2 cameras, like to show you entire picture and something close up, so I just need to switch 2 buttons and don't have to switch lenses during the live streams. It can help. So we'll see how it will go, but should be very interesting and exciting, and really something new for me too. So it's very itchy. I have to wait until May 10. So I hope you will enjoy it with me too. So after this long talk, finally I can say goodbye and see you next Sunday. Have a happy Easter, and have a nice rest of the day or evening, depends from which part of the world you are watching. But I'm staying here and working with the mainsail. So this one is already cut, but I have mainsail to cut too. So I will do exactly the same what I have done with the jib, just with mainsail. So bye. But if you will stay with me, I just will be very happy to have you here. And let's continue with this sail. I need more cyanoacrylate. Like much more. We'll clean the needles. I think I have more questions, or no? Not at the moment. I can't think about anything what we will need in advice. When we will move towards the guns, so this is maybe a couple of months after the beginning, so I will tell you what you will need, what materials you will need to make to cast more swivel guns. Actually, I haven't looked at them carefully also, but I will. So at the moment we have everything, just have stock of glue, PVA and cyanoacrylate, and this is it. This is a wooden model, so what I like the most, we don't have to paint it. And this is my favorite type of models. Maybe that's why I like the older the better. Okay, let's start with this, the most complicated one, rounded. And again, glue, drops of glue. Maybe I will do exactly the same with the BOLTROPE. I will make it only on the jib, and then just will stay longer to sew it on the mainsail. But because I'm doing exactly the same stitching as on the jib, no sense to make another episode about it. How I'm stitching. Thank you, David. Really, I'm enjoying company, just I know that it's not always possible just to stay all day long, to chat. Unless you are working also on your model, then just to have a background chat with somebody, it's nice. I'm chatting with my cat usually, but he's sleeping. He continues sleeping. That's really interesting. Usually he's screaming about lunch about this time. But today he decided like, finish your sails, then we will talk. Or maybe he caught mouse. Sometimes when he is catching them, he can bring at 5 a.m. in the morning live mouse and start playing with it. And that bloody mouse will scream like a pig until he finally will eat it. So my cat on a very special diet. The best diet for cats. Mice diet. Oh, this camera was working more than 2 hours without this trick. This is a progress. Okay, I have a slight allergy. It is cyanoacrylate after all. But as I said, it's not that bad on this specific type of cyanoacrylate. Even this locket, I bought it because I couldn't find this my favorite. I have less allergy on it, but still I have it. But Bob's Meat Industry, they have absolutely different smell even. It's not that sharp that just hits your nose to the pain. So I'm quite happy with Bob's Meat Industry for that. Okay, let's cut this rounded line. Nice. Wasn't that dangerous. Let's move next.
this way, this way. Oh, just I'm using cyanoacrylate only to cut next to the seam the cloth, and that will not get that hair. So this is just for temporary fixation until I will sew the BOLTROPE. So that's why I shouldn't spill it farther than the seam. I don't want my cloth will be covered with glue. Or canvas, proper term. This is canvas. Cut it closer actually. Thank you, Lida. Have a nice day too. And happy Easter. And now the biggest one. Now let's glue it. Actually, it's not that much more difficult with mainsail, just bigger sail. Takes more drops of glue and just spilled it. I did this.
Thank you very much, Sergey. And Христос воскрес. Okay, now I need to do entire perimeter. Oh, one more. One more. Got caught in this scene. Okay, now perimeter.
just one of the way of meditation. Drop by drop and another drop. I am getting scratchy something into my throat. So this is cyanoacrylate. So another half an hour and I have to finish. Or I also will start sneezing, coughing, crying from cyanoacrylate.
Just got glued my fingers to the sail. Come on. Okay, now I need to check second side. And I need more glue. This should be enough, I think, for this sail. little more, and it is almost ready to be cut. That was actually a very good question about rope, because I couldn't find any information about diameters. But just imagine the size of the sail and boat. It definitely couldn't be thicker than 1 inch, but definitely can't be thinner than half of the inch. So I think something like 3/4 of an inch. In scale it should be 0.75-ish plus minus. So maybe 0.8 millimeters in diameter. So this is what I will use. So just plus minus appropriate diameter. I prepared for today to actually 0.84 and 0.75 just to try which I like more usually. Haven't reached that moment yet, so it will be in the next Sunday. But because of this Lobster mug, I start reading a lot of modern, for me it's modern because my favorite period 16th, 17th century. So about sails in the 19th century. And actually it turns out to be that they haven't changed that much until actually recently, when the Crown appeared, all these modern textiles. Then it just changed a little. And the BOLTROPE went inside the sail. It is actually just wire. Okay, the only what is left is head of the sail to soak and glue, and I can finally cut mainsail too. Yay! Here. I'm afraid that cyanoacrylate already was improved dramatically a lot. and some of these additional components in the glue should even make its life longer, because actually it is very fast glue, I mean fast in disintegrating. That is why it is forbidden to use for the contemporary models, even museum requests restorations or something, and that's why I never use cyanoacrylate as a main glue, only just for the temporary fixation. Mostly for ropes, because it can secure and very fast, and then it just doesn't matter when it will disintegrate. Just freshly made polyester rope. If you will cut the tail, it will start immediately on twist, but after 2-3 years being twisted, it will stay there without a glue even. Finally, I can cut it. Let's start from here. I even will film it. Hey, it's ready. mainsail and the jib. So, and now finally I really can finish today's episode. So thank you very much for all of you who stayed with me and asked more questions. So it wasn't that lonely to do this, but because it's very boring part of the sewing sails, so it was really, I really appreciate it. I haven't cut something straight on the jib. Just want to straighten something like this. And then see you next Saturday. And one more time, happy Easter and have a nice rest of your day, and see you next Sunday. Bye!